You know what? Can I just say one thing too?
Sure.
Is that you know when they say when does a songbird sing? What if they're not talking about a songbird? A parrot.
Okay, in what aspect?
Because the November 1963 parrot memo and the parrot phone call, it exposed George H.W. Bush as being in Dallas, where the CPAC is in Dallas. And remember, there was somebody was talking before President Trump went on stage and said, "Hold your fire," right? It's like, why would you say that? Yeah, especially in Dallas, JFK. It's like, it's coming. It's coming. Bush was definitely behind all this. But it was big. It was bigger than Bush. I mean, the Vatican. What people don't know is that the Vatican was built on a portal. That's why the Vatican's so big. It is on a portal of evil. That's why the whole Jesus and everything like that. Because I truly believe that I don't even think the whole crucifixion story is right. Because the whole 1,000 years of peace, I mean, that would mean that Jesus lost then, right? To the mortals. It's like, well, if he won 1,000 years of peace, that means he won, right? I mean, it further pushes that forward. But this whole, I just think we've been lied to about this whole deal. And I think that, the good actually won every time. But now that they had to release the evil went ahead and rewrote all the history to make us believe, or actually think that all the evil, that
they were good.
The good was always, good was always bound, and how they kept us so low was through the sound, which is, I mean, they put all the music at different hertz and everything like that, and they messed with everything. Everything. Because water's all the information. And they even lied about the blacks. Because, I mean, they were the true... Because we're the ones that are the oddballs, because we're the ones that lack in melanin. And they're the ones that are rich in melanin. So... who are the ones that were here first? You got the Nagas. You got they were the Nagas were the serpent people, but they were all loaded with melanin. And that Rashad Jones, I think it's Rashad Jones. But let me get his last name right. But he goes on and he talks about some, and he's on YouTube. And he's just so brilliant. Rashad Jamal, sorry.
Thank you.
And he is beyond brilliant. I mean, a lot of people, they question, what he says. But the thing is that there's also people that say that, oh, well, Jason, you swear too much, this and that. It's like, if you're going to sit here and complain about my swearing, but yet you don't find anything wrong with them eating and cannibalizing and raping children, maybe I'm not the one with the fucking problem. Okay? Who is the one that made... Why is that word bad? Why is it good that you could say cunt across the pond and it's okay, but you say it over here and it's like, oh my God, you can't say it at all. It's just... People... They're so trained to say, oh, you can't say this, but you have to say that. Who tells you can't say that? In all honesty, the word fuck, it's like, you could use that in any circumstance, in any situation. Exciting, sad, mad, everything. You could use it as a past participle, present participle. I mean, adjective, verb, noun. I mean, it can fit everywhere. But yet, they say you can't say that. Well, who's the ones that are saying we can't say that? Oh, the church, the flock. Oh, okay. Well, they're all worshiping Satan.
Integrated vocabulary is something negative and derogatory, just like cunt. Which now we all know a little different, it's just, it goes along those same categories of changing things, verbiage.
And then to boot, you want to know why prisons are so packed full of black people? Black men? You could ask Satan and all them, and the whole gangster rap, and the whole entertainment industry. Because the privatized prisons is exactly why they are, you don't hear anything like, remember in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, like, you heard like, baby making music, like all that music. You don't hear about that anymore, do you? No. It's all hidden from the front to back, whatever that shit is. It's like, well, what are they doing? It's like they're just sexualizing women, and it's just like they're showing violence and all that shit. But they're doing that because when they sign on that dotted line, who's the true angel that was all about the choir and entertainment and everything? That's Satan. Now, Lucifer, Satan. Lucifer was the light bearer. Satan was the one that was on the choir and the music part. So now when you have to also look into this, at we've gone down so many rabbit holes that there's gonna be a lot of things that we say, that I say from all of our research, that you're not gonna like. That's not my problem. You wanted the truth. We have the truth. We have the receipts. That's why we're saying it. We know that there's going to be some sensitive subjects. But the thing is, I do not want to even stay on the kid. I don't want to even talk about the kids. I know it's about the children, but you know what? It's a very, very bad thing to get, because remember, we have to stay in a positive, an upbeat thing. If we go down there, we're just going to drag everybody down to that level, that vibration. Can't go there.
I totally understand where you're coming from on that. And since nobody can seem to hear me, I'll get closer. The thing is, though, is that there is nothing stronger than the absolute atrocious crimes that have been committed against the children that is going to unite the people. And I know it's the one thing, because I agree, like, it is my least favorite subject to talk about in regards to everything, but if it's not talked about in our hearts, because that it pulls at every single person's heart, which is your heart chakra, and it is the center of where everything is coming from and where love comes from. And if we don't fight, if we aren't willing to sacrifice our own lives and fight for those that can't, what is going to bring us together to be able to unite?
Why don't you ask all the people that are trying to send their kids back to public schools?
I agree.
I mean, the thing is, like, because other people could talk about it, we don't have to, because we're not like everybody else. We're going on a pace where we're picking up all the other stuff. We're going for broke.
And I agree.
We're making sure that
we have and everything. And this is where I'm going to bring up the We Are Trump video. He's right. The things with the children have to come out and have to be dealt with, and the evil first. The election is secondary.
Yeah. But also, the thing is with the kids, that's going to come out. We all know. Everybody here, if you're old, you're here, just getting here, you already know about the children. You can go look about the fastest with all the children. There are a lot of people that cover it. I believe that I don't want to go down that route because it'll drop our vibration. And we're going on a level where it's a higher, you could say it's a higher order of thinking. Because instead of seeing that low vibration with all the children, we're shooting up because we're finding the crimes. We're finding the everything that connects us. Because what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to go throughout a map made throughout time. We're supposed to find everything that links all this together, so that it's just not just grabbed onto the pedophilia. Because if you're not a pedophile, then you're okay. You can go. It's like no. There's more facets to this. It's like a big octopus. It's all the tentacles are all stretched out. And once we could attach NATO to the UN, this, that, and all throughout time, and then show that, you know, everybody that we've had here as a quote unquote president has not had America in their heart, has not had anybody, that they've been pure evil.
Totally get you. But I'll tell you what, those financial crimes and other things that they have done are not going to inspire me to go after them and to sacrifice.
They're fucking lizards.
I get it.
They're lizards.
It's still not going to inspire me. It's not going to give me enough anger to go
lizards
after
that eat
them,
children.
what they did with the kids.
Well, I mean,
yeah. And so if we have to get everybody united on that front, there's going to be pain involved in our hearts hurting that is going to inspire us to be.
But see,
so
the thing is that
angry
who feeds off the pain? Who feeds off the negativity?
But that's
But Lucia, they do. Evil does.
But what I'm saying is that the people that don't quite understand, if they just have this information about the crimes they've committed and different things that they've done, that isn't even going to inspire their ambition unless they knew it was about them.
I'll tell you what, it fucking inspires me a lot.
Oh, I'm not saying it doesn't inspire me, but it's a because
there's so many people others can follow that'll say, okay, here's the children's stuff that can explain it. It's like we're going right for the jugular. It's like we're blazing our own trail, blazing our own path, because I mean, why be like everybody else? Why conform to just children and just be like oh, nothing's happened. It's like, well, let's make shit happen. Let's just show that we're showing that it is happening, because once you do that, and once you could show that we have the evidence and the proof, and it's like with the kids, it's like, but who is doing this to the kids? It's not so much that the crimes being done. It's like, what is the hierarchy that is responsible for this? And what it's doing is we're showing that it goes, all the tentacles all come out, and it all comes up right to the queen. And it's like, you know, not even talking about the whole shit that happened in '94 with the invasion in 1994 with the Archons, and you had the two Illuminati. You had the Illuminati breakaway complex, where half of the Illuminati went underground to the Chimera tunnels, and you had half of them stay above. Well, what happened then? Anybody remember anything that happened then? No. Why is that? They used the TVs to mind wipe us. That's what they did, just like in Men in Black. That little pss, pss, pss. Yeah. That's what they did. They mind wiped us using the EBS, emergency broadcast system, using all the different colors and everything. That's what they used in order to mind wipe us. So we can't remember anything back in '94. But the Archons getting there's a big ass war here, massive. Mm-hmm. But see, the silent war continues. It's like, guys, it's still going on, but you don't remember. The thing is, remember, the higher order of thinking, it's an upside down trapezoid. The capstone cut off, right?
Right.
Capstone's off. The next level is remember. We're going to remember, and then we're going to understand, overstand, stuff like that. So it's there's so much of this that proves that, you know, our true existence. Because once we find all that with our, it's like, where do we come from? Where do we fit in this? This whole big, what about evolution? Evolution's all bullshit. That's all it is. Everything that science has done, science is pure evil. Science was created in order to remove God from, you know, our creation.
Right, because we're 4.55